something that can be done at a reasonable cost, and the payback is enormous. So this is a really, this is a major bill. In fact, I would argue that if we can pass this tomorrow, it would be the most significant climate change bill that we've passed around here in many years. It may seem like it's this regulatory thing, CRA, but this is an enormous opportunity for this country to take a real solid, demonstrable step on the issue of climate change and demonstrate international leadership that is so important to confronting the problem that is global in its scope. So I think this is a real opportunity, and I will introduce Senator Markey, who has been working on this subject forever.
Methane was created.
Since methane was first invented in the Lincoln administration.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Leader Schumer, Senator Heinrich, Senator King, for your great leadership on this issue. Methane is a silent killer. It is 86 times more powerful and damaging than CO2 over a 20-year period, and it now accounts for more than 1/4 of all global warming. Methane pollution is also a compounding problem. It helps form the ground-level smog that we breathe, triggering asthma attacks and aggravating other respiratory conditions that have already taken center stage amidst a global respiratory pandemic. Even last year, with more cars off the road and many stuck in their homes, methane pollution levels kept rising. We cannot talk about combating the climate crisis without reducing methane emissions. If we are going to put out the fire of the climate crisis, we have to stop lighting matches of methane pollution in our own country and then be the example for the rest of the world. But there are solutions, and first we have to enforce the Clean Air Act instead of undermining it. It was, for the last 4 years, something that Donald Trump tried to roll back. We now have a president and a Congress that believes in science. And this vote on the CRA is something that is going to put science back again. And second, we have to push our methane emissions down even further and faster than ever before. So we have a real chance here because the fossil fuel industry knows that for a very little amount of money, it can cap these methane emissions, and it can ultimately be profitable to them. In other words, they can actually pay for the capping of the methane by then their use of the methane as a commercial product. And they know it, and we have an excellent chance here to win this CRA, and I can't thank our leaders here for all the work that they have done.
Okay, we'll take some questions. Yes.
The president is laying out another economic plan, the family's plan. I'm just trying to get a sense of what's your vision for processing this? Are you going to do this all this year in addition to the infrastructure and other proposals?
Look, we want to get as big and bold action as we can get, and we'll wait for the president to lay out his plan. But we want to get, as I said, this country is demanding. The average American needs to feel that they have a really bright and sunny future, something they haven't felt in a while. And as big a, bold a plan as we can get, we're going to get.
Senator Schumer, your Endless Frontier Act was pulled from a Commerce Committee markup yesterday, or just tomorrow, after more than 200 amendments were added to the bill. Do you have a sense of which pieces of the legislation your colleagues want to change or have concerns?
There's lots of amendments. This is a broad, comprehensive bill, and it's brand new. We're encouraged that there are 200. They're bipartisan amendments. They're constructive amendments. Both Senator Cantwell, our chair, and Senator Wicker, our ranking member, want to work through those amendments and come up with a bipartisan bill. And we believe it will be marked up when we get back, and we will put it on the floor in May.
Thank you. Obviously, the operations for the speech tomorrow are going to be different from a safety, security standpoint, protocol, health, and hygiene. Have they talked to senators at all as to whether or not they will have to pass through the magnetometers to get into the House chamber, or will a mask?
I'll have to get you the details on that. Well, I have been informed of all the security that is being there. I feel very safe being there. I've told my colleagues that, and they're doing they're doing a very good job. There's lots of different levels of security, but I don't know the specific answers to your question.
Mr. Schumer, as a longtime member of the Judiciary Committee, what do you think about the bill just
No longer.
well, former? What do you think about the bill just introduced by Senator Markey to expand the Supreme Court? Do you have any thoughts on it? Are you open to it?
Look, the bottom line is that I am waiting to hear what President Biden's commission says about the Supreme Court, and they're going to look at many different aspects.
Mr. Schumer, a little more than a month ago, you vowed that you would put guns legislation on the floor, background checks legislation on the floor. I'm just wondering if you have any update on Senator
Yes.
Murphy's effort there.
Yes, I do.
At some point, you just have to say, we're going to vote whether you're with us or not.
Yep, Senator Murphy is making good progress talking and trying to get some Republican support for that bill, and we hope there's a path forward that can actually pass. But we will put gun legislation on the floor, period. Yes.
Speaker Pelosi said last week that House Democrats will make drug pricing a priority for...
Make what? I didn't.
Drug pricing a priority when
Yes.
they consider the family's plan. Do you agree that Senate Democrats will also prioritize health care
Yes.
in the next process?
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Police reform?
Last one.
Police reform, do you have any timeline?
Again,
when you-
Senator Booker is making, I just met for an hour with Senators Booker and Durbin yesterday. They're making good progress with Senator Scott. This is a serious problem. We need strong legislation, and we're hopeful that the Booker-Scott negotiations can produce just that. They're making good progress. Thank you, everybody.